Hello everyone, MMORPG, and today we're going to keep going on Format 11, Secrets of Adoulin. Man, I can't wait to finish. The story is good though, it just got even better. You guys saw a previous video, you saw my previous video, oh man. That guy Melvin, he is a dark force of work, that's for sure. Anyways, let's keep going with the story. I switched up to Dragoon, so yeah, so I play, for those that are new and check my video, I play Summoner as main. I've done that since 2003 and I just level up Dragoon these last 2 months. Anyways, let's start to leave it to start to initiate this. Here we go. Cutscenes. Also, I was just checking my frames per second since I have HD textures installed, and it was worth recording. That's why I started to record Fallout 11 content. So let me remove them. Show frames. There we go. So hey Lee, you probably are more at home bashing in skulls and playing politics, but have you heard of the rumors about Lord? That's the guy, you guys, Melvin. You should have saw my previous video. Oh man, he got crazy. Of course, what a tragedy. I'll just say that shock waves of the news shook the city harder than those recent land shivers forces. You see him in the flesh, so who am I to tell you what a hard-working, dedicated man he is. His orders are probably in shambles. They are out of steam from covering his duties. Never mind finding a replacement, or more likely, that guy was full of evil. I don't even think he's human. He's somebody some people force roaming in the body of an Adoulin, just digging out the information of the Adoulin to get the power or something like that. We're gonna learn more. I know he's gonna be up soon. Like, he got killed by Moramar. Moramar's a Beastmaster warrior, so he did that cyclone with that pack and him flying, literally, I guess killed him. But until the Dark Force revive him, and they just see the previous video, you guys know you'll see what I'm talking about. So why will Melvin could do that work of 100 men, and now they're about to divvy it up? What orders was he again? What do you mean divvied up? What orders was he again? Well, let's use an example that strikes close to home. Let's say Lee's top master, Lee, who is able to do more than the rest of us. The condition ends up sending you and me to do their work, their dirty work. Even thinking of it makes my skin crawl. Of course, this will be true of any order, but to think this would happen right when colonization was just hitting the stride. Especially when the word is all you found was a way deeper into the rock colonization or whatever. And lately the ground has been shaking more than just metaphorically. Speaking of, that might be him actually, Melvin, that evil force. I think that might be the biggest land shipper yet. I'll tell you, this just ain't natural. You and the princess were all smiling when you returned from that continent, so I figured all was right with the world. But things are never that simple, are they? And now with the whole Melvin diabolical, the leader of the Order, Adoulin, like I said, 11 orders are each other's throats. like the raptors down in Water Garden Colosseum. Leave, I can only imagine the mopey look on the prince's angelic face. If anyone knows how to roast her spirit, it's you. Go to Ursula for both our sake. Okay, so now we have to go to the castle. Wait a minute. There it is. These little teleport portals are pretty cool to move around town. Cutscene. So, Fermilla, well, I bet look who's come to visit the castle. Who are you again? Hehe, gotcha, of course, I remember you, Yubagama, yeah. But I'm not gonna pull your leg out on the socket this goes. Nope, there's something I want to talk to you about. Come on, let's go somewhere quiet. The princess has been mopping around lately, and anyone knows that happened to her, I figure it'd be you. I try asking Cynthia, but she never gives me a straight answer, and given the way she nods off while on duty, well, you're just a better person to ask. So, Vermilla, sweet mercy, say something. I'm not letting you budge until you spill out the beans. So I'm telling her about Melvin, I guess. The Peacekeeper Coalition has arrived at the only reasonable conclusion: the wounds of the body are signs of struggle. Grits, wow, that name. So, hit a bird, beyond doubt, what concerns me more is the motive for escaping utterly to such desolate wastelands. Listen to the two of you, scholars to a fault. So, Brad, stay your tongue, leave. Lahi. So, Lahi, oh, please, there's nothing to be gained. Wear your hands over the past. Riddle me this: the head of one of our 12 esteemed orders streaks his duties to go gobbling in the forest and ends up reaping with the fishes. So like he made a laughing stock out of all of us. So Sonia, like do you not think you a big fool? He grew complacent, thinking Eastern Aboka safe him, forgetting what it means to fear the forest. So Lahi, when Yagna's order colonization to commence, we all knew that would be the price to be paid. Let there be no doubt Melvin dug his own grave. They don't even know him. That guy's pure evil. Lahi, so stop shedding tears for that moron, or else we won't be able to move forward. Damn. So Chiro, Lahi's words may be verbal barrier, but I found myself in total agreement. And Melvin supporter coalition more than any of us to the rumors going about town don't surprise me in the least. So some rumors, what rumors? So Chiro, the Melvin's death was not a coincidence, but rather a carefully orchestrated plot by those opposed to our explorations on the continent. Wow. Grat, how dare you waltz in here after contributing nothing for months and have the gall to Zero, stop your whining, Grat. I didn't say I'm a believer. I didn't say I'm a believer, just that hush words and furious glance are being exchanged in dank taverns and back alleys. Margaret sighed. Zero, stop humming and howling, Margaret. If you have something vomiting to say, then out with it. Margaret, rumors are a vicious thing. Shiro, forgive me for thinking out loud, but Margaret, couldn't it also be that a radical faction of colonization supporters assassinated Melon to cast obstruction on those opposed? Unthinkable, winkable, explain yourself. Margaret got something going on. Margaret, Melvin exerted a disproportionate amount of influence over those in the camp. None of us can deny it. He spent so much time and effort sending swords into the wild. Is it so unthinkable that one found its way into his back? Oh wow. Like whose side are you on, Margaret? We always counted on the orders to hover on support. Margaret, this is not about political posturing. I'm simply ensuring that we are properly delegating and considering all perspectives. Hilbert, you disgust me. You are not considering all perspectives, just tearing us apart. This nation is divided enough without you. The live. Oh wow. Margaret, I've done nothing other than provide an alternative hypothesis. The only one only true knows what happened. This man itself without further. Lahi, I'm sure we all value your opinion. Grass, get back to your book and leave the discussion to those more qualified. Oh, damn. Shiro sighed. We all are duck wax in a row, and something like that has to happen. Sonia, enough with the senseless veteran. We all know why we're here today, and it bids us to get started. So another cutscene. So, Familiar, you sure spent a vivid yarn. I felt like I was right in the action myself. But wait, that's not what matters here. No wonder the princess is so in the dumps, and Cynthia too, that poor thing, doozing out on her post from all that stress. There's one thing that I cheer them up, so got to be tomatoes. By now you got to be familiar with a box of Adoulin tomatoes growing down the Rala Waterways. It's sitting sun and plump and juicy too. And who do you think brought the tomato plants back from Eastern Abuka? None other, I wish, but I can tell your face you knew that already. You're right, of course, she found several sprouts while out exploring. That's why we were able to grow them here today. With way better to turn from upside down. So shelf the civic Aerobratum procure me some veggies. You don't know how much time you be saving. Just picture the look of gratitude on that princess' face. So we got another one more, I think. Yeah. So let's go. We gotta go to the Waterways. So let's go to Western. We need to go to, where's that mark house? There it is. Yeah, right. Yeah, this is it right here. Nice. Okay, so we're, yeah, there it is, you guys, Rala Waterways, so. Man, Adoulin, the castle reminds me of Final Fantasy 12. You know how they have those waterways? That's where they got the idea, kinda. You go down here and it leads to like this the waterways, kinda like, I think it's a sewage system. Watch. You see the water. Then we'll go through here. Yep. Actually, my dragon, let me heal my dragoon. I mean my dragon. Okay, I think that's enough. So we need to talk to Shalbaba. I don't even, there's monsters here. Oh, not this area, never mind. The other area, yeah. So he should be over there. This is where they grow their tomatoes. That was, no. Where are you? He's in the middle. There he is. This is the gardener. Right here. Cutscene. Before I do that, hold on, let me show you guys. I like how the water, they're growing. Look at that tomato plant. Alright, let's talk to him. So, Shababa, well, my goodness, it's been quite a while since I last seen you down here. You're looking for some tomatoes? Funny that someone from the castle asked for a shipment tour, and when I replied that we had our hands full. With the harvest, they said that they sent someone at that someone you. No? But one of the most maids sent you. She pulled a Fastura one. Well, who takes them off my hand? Who takes them off my hand when it's of no concern to me, as long as they reach the castle safely. Let me just go. What's this then? Camilla, what the hell, she came running? My legs, why I haul my kickster down here without an escort or anything? It must be because Grenith has her eyes on me. Camilla, phew, got the wind back in my sails. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's me, Camilla from Castle Adoulin. Of course you are, so what brings you down to the airborne camp? Did you superiors find out you forced this pioneer weird to do your dirty work? Camilla, you well have right. You are well have right. Sorry, I didn't mean any harm by it. Just what do you mean by have right? Yes, well, Arcilla personally told me to come down here and tell that there's something she'd like to share with her. And there you have it. Oh, the tomatoes, fear not. That sensational familiar will take it upon herself to see that they arrive safely at the castle. Wasn't that your job, Wop, to begin with? Oh, so Hut Tut, the princess is waiting for you. So I'll give anything for the princess to trust me like she does. And Brennan. But sitting here mopping and muttering doesn't do anyone any favors. You'll see, I'll become the best maid servant Adoulin has ever seen. Is that truly what you desire? Then the first step is not to shove your work on others. You're a sharp tongue. Shalala, your words are like knives. But maybe it was my fault after all. Stop dwelling on what happened and learn from it. You'll be a good kid. Camilla here. Well, we all want to see the city thrive and prosper. You have your own role to play, as I do, and every other man and woman aside of jurisdiction. You are right, of course, and take some pride in your work. Got it. Alright, you guys, so we're going back to the castle. Yeah, we gotta go back to Eastern Adoulin, the castle gate. More cutscenes. Here we go. So Arcilla, you came, thank goodness. Camilla reached you in time. Arcilla, the strong landshivers caused some great damage to various sections of Rala Waterways. In order of Renia and the other distilleries, they claim the currents have shifted. This cannot bode well. I wish I knew more, but I learned only in the fundamentals of geomancy from my tutors. Someone more versed in the issue from order have Ringa will be visiting the castle shortly, and I want you to be there with me. Of course I'll be there. I felt the duty to accompany Aki Lalofila, the light of the events that transpire in camera drifts. Some things are easier to understand in person. At that time, Aki has approached me with increasing frequency. She has always been a bit of, well, I hasten to say, chandlefish, because that implies a lack of concern, but she is a woman of few words. That makes approaching her a bit of a task, and one that I shift away until recently. A feeling of mine is one of the prominent faces of Adoulin. And ever since we met, I have learned so much about myself, about social. But we have no time for misusing the console way. So like the meeting better get underway soon. I don't trust my dude for nothing. Subordinate to even sweep the floors, let alone run things in my absence. Oh, like he ever the sourpuss. I never would, Margaret. I would have never called us here if she didn't have something important to say. And I may provide some juicy tidbits that will help you and yours, like one can only hope. So Arcilla, please, we're all interested in hearing your observations. So, Akihi, I'm afraid the situation is grave and the area of the waterways have collapsed. So, Chiro, the land shiver weaver sent my shelves tumbling to the ground, so it's not surprised that dilapidated sea spool will cave in. We just have to repair and just drop a quick budget, and I'll hire some workers to get it patched up in no time. So Aki, all things in this world are in flux. Once we have that form, we'll return to dust. This is an immutable law of nature. Aki, we must lay blame on things that break. It is the way of things. Hero, huh? You're all flapping your guns, but all I hear is nonsense. Come on, Aki, stop pretending to be all cryptic and mysterious. Say what you mean. You're the head of the old order, not a babbling doomsaver. I'm sorry. Hero, I'm not even that mad. I just want you to be more clear. Hero, be direct and to the point. We're all listening. Go on. Damn it, you woman, out with it. How do you respond? Making shut up, give him a kick in the rum. Make him shut up? I'll give him a... what are you? Get away from me, you hovering woman, making me ill. Get away. Stop cover warming my... Aki, are you trying to say that the exit side has been shattered? I feel the exit shade algorithm. I'm not familiar with such a thing. Forgive me, Arcilla, for keeping its existence a secret from you. Ahi, if I may. Arcilla, surely you remember the plot of assassinate Yagnis that your pioneer companion managed to foil. Of course. When I saw that Yagnis had been transformed into the most curious form, I began to doubt that. Uh-oh, we're going back to the past. So Catalyst was the curse of the founder king after all. I consider myself a latter man and happen to know a good deal about the events that transpired during the Great Expedition. August appeared before the king, and the heads of each order in their dreams beseeched them to cease making inroads into Avoca. This was but one of several incidents that spurred them to turn tail and seal themselves within the city walls. Not counting with merely hitting the founder king wearing Adoulin Fuller created a new grave in honor of all his memory keeping in Rala. Waterways. I'll trust all present and all familiar with this part of the story. However, you are not of our land. Do you need me to go over the details once more? No need. You're honoring August's memory, but half of that is true. So, however, Arcilla, you are not the head of the house, and hence have you not been appraised to full story, yet I would be remiss to hide any information for you. Allow me to shed some light on the story and reveal to you the truth. You should be privy to this as well. I'm nothing if not pragmatic, but I cannot vouch for your future here. Should my words ever leave this hall, I will trust her with my life. I will trust her with my life. I will trust her with my, Herbert, your riddles revival of those of Kiki. What is that half-truth of which you speak? The shrine dedicated to us is more than just a memorial. It is a giant geomantic seal. What the? A seal contains the spirit of August himself? Wow, the story just got interesting if that's true. I'm not versed in the particulars, but wherever to be his spirit or his will, the fact remains that the Sonic King held great sway over the city, and it loomed over the whole place, threatening with divine punishment should they not heed the warning. As for the great expedition from appearing before them, though this phenomenon was originally denounced as its fortune also befell in the heads of the 12 orders, and the citizen was paralyzed with fear of something they could feel but not touch. However, the king of age, vexed and nearly hysterical, turned the city itself into a barrier to ward off evil spirits. I feel about how is such a thing even possible? He constructed waterways deep beneath the city that was in form of not but that they were to make life in Adoulin self-sustaining. That was merely in front of the waterways and south veins in the large magical apparatus flooded with geomantic energy. Wow. And like most veins in the blood flows back into the heart, the grave of the founder king. Yeah, that's the waterway. That's under the ground, you guys. That's crazy. It's like the sewer system, but it was actually made for geomantal energy, so that's why they're shaking. Something's erupting. That must be the seal Mormar was referring to back in Kamatsu. The most storied geomancer of the time oversaw the project from commencement to completion, and even the slightest bends in the most. And the very water itself was set up for purpose to sustain irregulated, in fact physical means to carry forth spiritual energy. Wow. They're directionally fixed for centuries of outermost import of the type of magic the words compare. For years they have served in dwarven form from the city of the outside world. That looks like Shadow Lord. But why August was the man who saw the great nation rise? Why would they tear one we owe much to? Even though they might have brought great good upon our city, there is one untenable fact. The only thing man fears more than which he does not know which. So yet their caution appears to have been well placed. Up until now, no other calamity has befallen to the land, and we have been content to live in peace for several centuries. So and now it's broken. Shiro, who cares if it's broken and we fix it if we don't see any problem? There's a lot of you fish here, just gathering and wearing your hands when there's progress to be made. No wonder it's taken us too long to get where we are. Link. Shiro, what's with you people? Once we'll find the money wanting LBA's man. Up and Adam just spend some coins, hire a bunch of those pioneers to get it on it. How do you make him shut up giving me? What are you? Get away from me, you're hovering, wandering, making me ill. Okay, I'll make him. Hey, not again. So, Aki, it is not that simple. Whatever do you mean? The inscription will have been overridden. Overridden? Aki, perhaps a visual aid will help. Take a look. This is a device from my order that refers to a truck. Train individual that can use it to refer the currents of the live stream. This particular device has to atone the Rala Waterways, has been atoned to the Rala. Nice. Now, see how it's controlled? This means that this is incantation has been transported to something else. But what exactly? How does this something can tell without visiting the site directly? Arsila Baragi, do you think this is wise with all the beasts lurking down there? Oh yeah, there's a lot of monsters. Sullivan, then your choice is to call Yuka down with a friend of mine. She can go in places we cannot. So has proven She has proven herself worthy. Further, that we discuss this rumor not to be shared with others, and we can only trust one from your services to the city, and it's been more than a year. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go down there. Having a killer vote for you is proof beyond doubt. Then we are to encourage, we are not to await your successful return. Alright, you guys, that's it. I won't show you guys that other fun list with the cutscene, but I'll do it on the next part, you guys. It's almost 40, yeah, it's already 40 minutes, 41 actually, so. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching, take care, bye.